Hello folks, and welcome back. It's been a year since our last video and pretty excited about what we're going to be doing in the next 15 to 17 episodes. Anyway, my name is Joseph Lackey and I'm the founder of Bud and Herbs. And like I say, it's been a very interesting year for us, and I'm just going to share a couple of things that we're going to be going through in the episodes for this year. First of all, we were very privileged to be part of some clinical trials. Can't wait to share the data with you, the trials that we were involved in, pain, some diabetic neuropathy, and of course insomnia. So we're just waiting for the human ethics trial application to get done, and then of course once all that done and all the documentation is complete, we'll be sharing that with you. Very exciting stuff, and the doctors. Another interesting thing that I was involved in over the year, and I went up to PEI for 3 days. I was invited up there from Dr. Gabriel and went and spent 3 days in PEI. Now, what was so special about it is we were up there with the Butterfly Cares. Here's the pin, and Butterfly Cares, of course, is part of the Einstein Institute, and the reason for that is we were speaking about brain injury and PTSD. For those of you that know my background, 12 years of professional motocross and playing rugby far too long in my life, mid-40s, melon got smashed a few times, and of course my focus has been CBDs, and so I got to share some of the things that I've learned with some of the top doctors on the planet. And did I learn some really cool stuff? Actually, while I was in PEI, I met a very wonderful lady, Dr. Jane. She's a coroner and also a child psychologist. So her and I had some very interesting conversations over the 3-day period. But here's the one thing that I learned, and God bless her for telling me this, is with children. I did not know that THC diminishes the dopamine in a child or adolescent. Interesting stuff. But here's the kicker. The dopamine is not replenished. Very big concern for me. It should be a very big concern for every parent out there. But it also made me ask a couple of other questions. What about pregnant women? All right? What's that doing to the fetus? I don't know. We're going to have to do some clinical studies and find out. But again, these are some of the questions that are out there, and of course Bud and Herbs is going to do our very best to find those answers. All right? Then what we're going to do this year too, something a little bit different, is we're going into the dispensaries, both recreational and medical. The medical dispensary in Vancouver, the Green Cross, has been gracious enough to let us in. And we're going to be going in there, and some of the things that we're going to be talking about, of course, is, we'll start with the flower, the difference between indica, sativa, and of course the new hybrids out there, and explain what CBD, THC, CBNs, and the terpene profiles mean to you. All right? Everybody's different, and finding your own strain, your own dosing is very important. So we're going to explain all of that. Also, what we're going to be doing is we're going to go into some testing. Very important. There's some really bad stuff out on the market now. We find it all the time. And what scares me the most is the concentrates, because all these herbicides, pesticides, heavy metals are taken from the flower and put down into a concentrate. Concentrated, of course, what is that going to do to your body? So we're actually in the Bud and Herbs analytical lab right now, next to the gas chronometer, and of course the software that tells us. So we're going to explain to you how it all works and what it means and what to ask for when you're going into a recreational or a medical dispensary. For instance, behind me right now, I just did a test, and it shows the THC, the CBDs, CBNs, and of course the terpenes. But also you see in here, we've got some heavy metals, some herbicides, and some pesticides, which could kill us, especially down the road and in concentrated form. So we're going to explain how the testing works. We're very blessed being in Canada, because Health Canada policy procedures in their testing is world leaders in it. But Bud and Herbs is going to keep all the LPs and all the LDs honest by testing their products too, and sharing with you, our members, the ones that might have a little bit of a gray area, right? So, and of course, product knowledge. just like last year, we're going to do this in the dispensaries. So we're going to pick products and we're going to share with you what they do, how they treat symptoms. We're going to be spending some time talking about strain-specific ailments and how to treat them. For instance, depression. I know myself, I went through the gates of bloody hell with depression with a couple of my tech companies. I'm going to explain to you what happened and the mistakes I made treating myself with cannabis and the lessons I learned with cannabis in treating with depression and anxiety. We're going to invite some doctors in, Professor Clinical Psychologist out of McMaster's, Dr. Joseph Gabriel. We're going to be speaking with him about it, and just a wealth of knowledge. And what else happened this year? Got involved in a book. Yeah, with Dr. Wayne Finster. Unbelievable gentleman. I've been working with Dr. Wayne now for over a year with his patients. Probably one of the most knowledgeable pain specialists that I have met. And his dedication to his patients, oh my God, he sets the standard. Unbelievable gentleman. And the book that he has, Conquering Chronic Pain, #1 bestseller. And go get it. It's on Kindle. Just Google it, go and get it. It's probably one of the best reads that you're going to have, especially when you get to page 81, because there I am. So, there you go. Some of the interesting stuff we've been doing in the last year. So, in closing, I have to tell you this. I am not a medical doctor, right? I do not prescribe. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to share with you, in my own opinion, what I have learned from medical cannabis. And like I tell everybody, before you even think about any kind of cannabis product, speak with your healthcare provider. It is so important. One of the things that I have learned over the last decade is drug interactions with cannabis. Your healthcare professional will be able to tell you about them, but it's very, very important. Another thing that is at the top of my heart and hurts my heart sometimes is working with people that are addicts. We do it on a daily basis. So we have no problem getting them off their addiction, but here's the problem, keeping them off it. So that's another thing that we're going to talk about too. So anyway, sit back, enjoy. There's no such thing as a stupid question, so we would like to hear from you. You can either give us the question on YouTube, or of course you can go to budsgeneralstore.com or our company, budandherbs.com. So great. Look forward to presenting to you, and just have a wonderful life. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.